Hi there. In this section, we'll see how we can create our own command in Unix. So for example, if I want to create my own command, my own shorthand in Unix, so I have option available in Unix that is called alias. Alright. If you want to create your own shortcut or if you want to create your shorthand for Unix command, then there is an option available which is called alias. Now how we can create an alias? Simply on the command line we have to provide alias, our shorthand command, and whatever we want to execute we have to give that particular Unix command, and in that way we can create our own shorthand command for Unix, right? Now what is the precaution that we need to take care? We don't have to give spaces between the equals to sign. So let's suppose that you are giving your shorthand over here, and if you are giving your command over here, don't give any space between left side and right side. But one thing to be remember over here, that these aliases are temporary. This shorthand command is only valid for that particular session only. Once you are log off from your session, those aliases that you have created will be gone. Alright. Now what is the benefit of these aliases? The benefit is that now you do not have to give the entire command. You just give that shorthand and your command will be executed. Right? Let us go to the putty and let us try to understand that how we can create our own aliases. Let me clear the screen. Now if you want to know that what are the aliases which are already being created, then you can simply run alias command over here. These are the aliases which has already been created, right? Now I want to create my own alias. So first let me clear my screen. What is the alias that we want to create? Now let's suppose that we have a logs directory and we want to create a shorthand for this long command. I want to traverse till this directory, but one by one or step by step if I go over here, definitely that will take time. Now first let us check whether we have the logs directory available or not. So we are simply running this cd command and we are simply traversing to the logs directory by giving the absolute path. See, we are under the logs directory, right? But every time just copying this long command, it will very tedious task. So the better option is that let us create an alias. Let me just go to the home directory first. Now what will be the command? Alias. Let me give a shorthand which is called log equals to, and in the inverted cot I will give the entire command. And that alias has been created, right? Now I just have to simply give log and I will be directed to the logs directory. See, I'm into the log directory. So the benefit of this shorthand creation is that it can save your lot of time, right? What are the things that we need to keep in mind while we are working with the aliases? As I told you that these are the temporary aliases. Now if I log out from the session, that particular alias that has been created by me, that will not be available for me. Now if I want to create a permanent alias, there is an option available for that also. Now if you want that your created alias should run in every session, then you can save your alias in your user's shell configuration profile file. Let me repeat that. You have to save that alias in your user's shell configuration profile file. Now what is that shell configuration profile file? Now this shell configuration profile file is different for every shell. For example, if you are using a bash shell, this will be the name of your profile file. If you are using a ZSH shell, then this will be your profile file. If you are using a corn shell, then .kshrc will be your shell profile file. Alright. Now here we have given this tilde symbol. This tilde symbol we give, this is to traverse till the root directory, and this slash is a directory separator, right? So one thing you have to keep in your mind, that if you want to create a permanent alias, you have to create your permanent aliases and you have to keep those aliases into your profile file. Now where you will be able to find this profile file? You will be able to find this profile file in your root directory, or you can say in your home directory. Alright. And you can see with the name of this profile file, this starts with a dot. Dot means these are the hidden files. So if you want to list out these files in the root directory, you have to give ls-lrt a. The a option will list all the hidden file as well. Alright. Now for example, that I've gone to my root directory, and if I want to know that which shell I'm using, for that you need to run this command which is called echo $shell. Okay, so let us jump to putty and let us go to the root directory. To go to the root directory, you just have to give cd and this tilde symbol and a /. Now you are into your root directory. If you want to know which is your root directory or home directory, just simply give command pwd, that is present working directory. Now you are into /home/ubuntu1 directory. This is your root directory, or this can also be called as a home directory. Now I want to know that which shell I am using, so I have to give this command echo $and shell. So I am using a bash shell. Alright. So as I told you that your name of the profile file will depend which shell you are using. So we are using a bash shell, and the name of the profile file will be .bashrc. Alright. Now let me list down that profile file over here, ls-lrt, and I can directly give the name of the file, that is .bashrc. And see, this is the file. Now I can open that file. So these are the aliases which has already been available over here. You just need to add your own aliases over here. Alright. So let us go to our PPT and let us see which are the aliases that we want to add in this bashrc file. These are the aliases that we want to keep in this particular bashrc file. So when I'll keep these aliases in the bashrc file, I can speed up my work into 10 times. And I can do my work with more efficiency. It can save a lot of time. So I have kept all these commands ready in a notepad file. I just simply have to copy all these aliases, and I have to put all these aliases into this particular bashrc file. Alright. Now I have opened this file as a VI editor. So let me come into the command mode by pressing the escape key, and let me delete this alias over here by pressing dd. That alias has been deleted. Let me just copy all the aliases from here and simply press I to come into the insert mode, and just press right click from your mouse. All the aliases which were created. Now we have pasted all the aliases into this .bashrc file, and just simply try to understand that what are the aliases that we have created. One alias that we have created to go into the logs directory. The other alias that we have created, if we directly want to jump into the my directory, we have created one more alias, that D, if you want to directly go to the downloads directory. One more alias that we have created is LL. That means it will clear the screen and then it will automatically list all the file in the long listing format. Now this TA alias that we have created, that we want to list out all the files, and then finally it will give only the last 10 files. Alright. Finally we have created one more alias, that is E. So it will list down all the files which contains EMP in their name. Alright. Now simply just press escape key to come into the command mode and press :WQ to save and quit the file. That file has already been saved. Now one more point which has been written over here in the PPT, that if you want this alias should work in this running current session. Now definitely this aliases will work from the next session, not in the current session. But if you want that from this current session only, this aliases should work, then you have to run this command. What is that command? Source. And then you have to just simply execute this bashrc file with the help of tilde, / and .bashrc. Alright. So let me run this command. Source. You have to give this tilde symbol, / and you have to give the .bashrc. Now we have simply executed this bashrc file. Now if you want to run this aliases, simply you have to give a log and you are into the log directory. Now if you want to go to the my directory, just simply say md, you will be redirected into the my directory. Now if you say d, you will be going into the downloads directory. Now if you say ll, so it will clear the screen and it will list down all the files in the long listing format. Now if you press TA, So it will list all the files in the long listing format and it will give you the last 10 accessed file. And if you simply press E, it will give you all the files, or it will list down all the files which contain EMP. Alright. I hope this is quite helpful to you. If you want to save a lot of time and if you want to improve the efficiency of your work, these aliases can be really helpful for you. You can go with the temporary aliases as well as you can go with the permanent aliases also. Alright. Thanks for watching. Keep on practicing. Till then, happy learning.